Article 7. Marriage may be solemnized by number 1. Any incumbent member of the judiciary within the court's jurisdiction. Number 2. Any priest, rabbi, imam, or minister of any church or religious sect duly authorized by his church or religious sect and registered with the Civil Registrar General, acting within the limits of the written authority granted by his church or religious sect, and provided that at least one of the contracting parties belongs to the solemnizing officer's church or religious sect. Number 3. Any ship captain or airplane chief only in the case mentioned in Article 31. Number 4. Any military commander of a unit to which a chaplain is assigned, in the absence of the latter, during a military operation, likewise only in the cases mentioned in Article 32. Number 5. Any consul general, consul or vice-consul in the case provided in Article 10. Article 8. The marriage shall be solemnized publicly in the chambers of the judge or in open court, in the church, chapel or temple, or in the office of the consul general, consul or vice-consul, as the case may be, and not elsewhere except in cases of marriages contracted on the point of death or in remote places in accordance with Article 29 of this Code, or where both of the parties request the solemnizing officer in writing, in which case the marriage may be solemnized at a house or place designated by them in a sworn statement to that effect. Article 9. A marriage license shall be issued by the local civil registrar of the city or municipality where either contracting party habitually resides, except in marriages where no license is required in accordance with Chapter 2 of this title. Article 10. Marriages between Filipino citizens abroad may be solemnized by a consul general, consul or vice-consul of the Republic of the Philippines. The issuance of the marriage license and the duties of the local civil registrar and of the solemnizing officer with regard to the celebration of marriage shall be performed by the said consular official. Article 11. Where a marriage license is required, each of the contracting parties shall file separately a sworn application for such license with the proper local civil registrar, which shall specify the following. Number 1. Full name of the contracting party. Number 2. Place of birth. Number 3. Age and date of birth. Number 4. Civil status. Number 5. If previously married, how, when, and where the previous marriage was dissolved or annulled. Number 6. Present residence and citizenship. Number 7. Degree of relationship of the contracting parties. Number 8. Full name, residence, and citizenship of the father. Number 9. Full name, residence, and citizenship of the mother. And number 10. Full name, residence, and citizenship of the guardian or person having charge, in case the contracting party has neither father nor mother and is under the age of 21 years. The applicants, their parents or guardians, shall not be required to exhibit their residence certificates in any formality in connection with the securing of the marriage license. Article 12. The local civil registrar, upon receiving such application, shall require the presentation of the original birth certificates, or in default thereof, the baptismal certificates of the contracting parties or copies of such documents duly attested by the persons having custody of the originals. These certificates or certified copies of the documents by this article need not be sworn to and shall be exempt from the documentary stamp tax. The signature and official title of the person issuing the certificate shall be sufficient proof of its authenticity. If either of the contracting parties is unable to produce his birth or baptismal certificate, or a certified copy of either because of the destruction or loss of the original, or if it is shown by an affidavit of such party or of any other person that such birth or baptismal certificate has not yet been received, though the same has been required of the person having custody thereof at least 15 days prior to the date of the application, such party may furnish in lieu thereof his current residence certificate or an instrument drawn up and sworn to before the local civil registrar concerned, or any public official authorized to administer oaths. Such instrument shall contain the sworn declaration of 2 witnesses of lawful age, setting forth the full name, residence, and citizenship of such contracting party, and of his or her parents if known, and the place and date of birth of such party. The nearest of kin of the contracting parties shall be preferred as witnesses, or, in their default, persons of good reputation in the province or the locality. The presentation of birth or baptismal certificate shall not be required if the parents of the contracting parties appear personally before the local civil registrar concerned, and swear to the correctness of the lawful age of said parties, as stated in the application, or when the local civil registrar shall, by merely looking at the applicants upon their personally appearing before him, be convinced that either or both of them have the required age.